Hey guys, welcome back to JMTS. Today we've got another guest on. We have Jed and Lex, two kids from my school. They're both skaters, so they're going to talk to us all about skating. So I'm Josh.
I'm Milo.
And I'm Tom.
And we are JMTS. Okay, so Jed, Lex, well, for those who don't know them, that's their name. But this podcast is probably going to be based at our school, at the kind of skating kids who know you. Tell us a bit about yourselves.
Well, my name is Lex. I live in. I go to, and I skate quite a lot. I surf as well. I do a lot of activities.
And parkour. Put out there.
Interesting.
Oh, there's too many parkour people now. Come on.
There are. We've got four parkourists.
Stop yourself, Milo. You can't say that.
Huh?
It's like the best sport out there.
I'll probably get into it. I want to get into it now. Everybody's, you guys have influenced me now, I think.
Okay, guys. Jed, tell us a bit about yourself.
My name's Jed. I like to skate, surf, climb, all stuff like that.
Yeah, that's really cool. We're so similar, kind of me, you guys, Tom, and then Milo's not. The only link is Milo also went to. Tom lives in other side of the country. So we've all linked in one way. That's really cool. I'll ask you some more questions if I've got them. What got you into skating?
Okay, so, well, I asked Santa for a skateboard one Christmas.
I like that.
And well, he brought it to me, and it was only I think it was a year later. My dad's friend, he showed me like a couple of tricks, and he showed me a kickflip, and that's when I really started to like get into skateboarding. So
yeah, you're really good as well, both of you. Like, you're crazy. I started a couple of weeks ago, and let's not talk about that. What about you, Jed?
I wasn't really I remember Lex skating a lot when I was younger, and I wasn't really that interested in it. And then when he started learning these cool tricks, and then all the older guys are going like, "Wow, that's so cool!" I kind of wanted that same kind of feeling, learning all these tricks and stuff. So that's mainly what got me into it. Watching Lex.
How long ago did you guys start?
So I started almost officially when I was 7, but I got my first board at 6, but I was just like rolling around on my back. But
yeah, that's what I do.
I think for me it's probably 3 or 4 years ago. I'd kind of skate a little bit, try rolling a ramp. I'd get frustrated because I couldn't do it, and I'd quit for ages. And then it's probably about 2 years ago I started trying. And yeah.
Probably, yeah. Does parkour, do you think, or gymnastics, because you do gymnastics background anyway as well, does you think that helps with skating?
I'd say so, definitely, yeah.
The balance aspect, probably as well. Although I do gymnastics, so I'm meant to have good balance, but I fall off all the time. So my friends say to me, "You're meant to be good." I'm like, sorry. It's just a different kind of feeling, but I'm getting there. I can just about stay on. Not very well.
What, rolling around?
Yeah. No. I can stay on rolling around. But let's not talk about me, because I'm not very good at skating. I really need to keep with the professionals. So you started quite a few years ago, and if you had to start again, what would you do differently?
All right, so this time I would mainly skate street and learn like flat ground tricks, or like all the spin tricks first, because then when you go to different skate parks, it just makes it a whole lot easier to get into it and like just wow the people there. Instead, just learning the mini ramp tricks, and then that's all you can really do at this skate park. And if there's not a mini ramp, then not much point. So definitely do that first, and then gradually get into skate park. So
what about you, Jed?
I think for me, I would kind of not take it so seriously. Think at first I would try these tricks that Lex were doing, and they would be like kick flips and stuff like that, and I'd just go on the board, and I couldn't do them. I'd get really frustrated. So I think I would definitely not take it so seriously and just have fun with it. So I used to try push myself too much. I would just didn't enjoy it. But yeah, definitely just treat it like a fun game. And,
What? So this will be for both of you again. Favorite trick you can do? Preferably you have a video of it so I could put it on the screen.
Yeah. So one of my favorite is just a nose grab 360 of the Xmas box. That's always fun to do.
Okay.
But yeah.
It is a nose grab 360.
Nose grab 360. It's where you skateboard, have a nose and you've got a tail. You grab the nose and you do a 360 round.
Okay, is that going up a ramp or something?
Grab the nose and
That
it's
is going
360, Josh. Let me know.
Okay, I was just
Off-city skates.
definitely wasn't saying that for my own benefit. I was just saying that for the viewers, you know. I'm not dumb. What about you, Jed?
That's rubbish.
Well, nothing like 360s and stuff, but did learn a new trick, which is where I ride up a like a quarter pipe or bowl or something. I go from one skateboard, like front flip / side flip, out of the quarter, land on the other board. That's already set on the ground.
Yeah, that's really cool. That video is amazing.
Yeah, that's a new one, which is pretty cool.
I sent it to the group chat when I first said I've got some guests on, and I was like, "These are the guys we've got on the podcast. Like, have you seen what they can do? Both of you are incredible at skating. So yeah, talking about that. What would you recommend new people start to get to your level? Like new people starting, kind of, if they want to get there, what would you kind of recommend they do?
So I would definitely recommend getting like a decent quality skateboard from an actual skate shop instead of one from like, I don't know, or something. Also down the skate park, I've also seen a whole lot of beginners where just normal trainers, and I think that doesn't help too much because it's like a different feel when you're on the skateboard. So definitely get yourself a pair of good skate shoes. That always helps a lot.
Yeah,
just practice.
That's
really.
true.
What about you, Jed?
And just to reiterate that, actually, sorry, I'm just gonna jump in.
That's right.
I like about like the board. About like getting quality board. For example, this is like a board for like 20 quid. I got it.
This
like,
is 90.
And
I've got a £90 Santa Cruz one.
And well, it's rubbish. It's even got cobwebs on it. I hate it. I don't even like you.
Milo, how many boards do you have? Five. Yeah, because in your old room, I have one. I got a couple of weeks ago.
How many do you guys have?
That's a fairly new one.
Yeah, no, your new one is nice.
I've got about 15 skateboards.
15. Oh my god.
I made it.
Whoa, that is sick. Oh my god.
It's pretty crazy.
I thought I would sit with my 5. Oh,
15. What happens? Do you like break the wheels or just decide to get a new?
No, I just like. I'm not too sure.
Well, it's mainly the tail. Like the tail just chips and
raise the tail. Yeah.
And it's also like cool to collect them and stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with my old ones, I have used one of them as a tramp skateboard because I like doing variations of grabs and stuff when I'm doing like somersaults and stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool. How many boards do you have, Jed?
I think I've given most of them away to like the local kids.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really nice.
Yeah, so there's a few of them. Well, not really too many, but there's a couple that I've said when my boards have broken. Then, well, not broken, but when I'm looking to get a new one, I'll give it to them, and they're still in decent condition. So
that's really nice, you know.
That's very nice.
Wow.
I'm doing that.
I like that.
That really is.
Do that.
Pardon?
There's people that do that by Romsey Skatepark where I skate.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that was a common thing.
I mean, we get the guy that skates by in Romsey. He's like I think he does snowboarding. He was the guy that got the first medal in the Olympics or something. It was sick. And then he just breaks boards. Like he turned up with like 4 boards, and everyone was like, "Why have you got 4 boards?"
He just breaks
them in a
them.
day.
Yeah.
How
He's
funny.
literally he's just going in from like he's just literally dropping in onto a rail. And
Okay.
and then he like does this.
Fair enough. You're lagging out.
Jump board slide thing.
Nice.
Oh,
I missed
couldn't
that.
say
You
it.
lagged out.
Have you guys ever broken
he-
boards?
You liked it.
Oh, I've never broken a board. I'm a bit too light for that, actually.
Yeah. Same here. I've never broken a board. I think you officially become a cool skater when you break your first board by trying a trick.
I would never do that.
Well, no, I wouldn't do it on purpose, but obviously, like, it happened just.
Maybe to this
occasionally,
one.
doesn't it?
I'll break you.
Wait, I'll break you.
Milo, for the podcast, just break the board. Just do it.
No, I'm not going to.
For the content.
I like doing tricks on that
Just
one.
just
That's
a
the
little
only-
interesting thing in skating that you two will know about this is you'll go to a skate park and you'll get the beginners and they'll turn up and they'll hold their board and start grinding it against railings and trying to make it look like they skate, and you're just and with their shoes as well, they burn their shoes, and then like you're just there going,
Do people actually do that?
No,
Yeah.
they don't.
I've never actually done that, and I'm a beginner.
That is the cringiest thing.
Seriously.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gosh.
I
What?
mean, in all
Really?
fairness, I did
oh no.
when I first started, I did rub my shoes against the grip tape, so it looked like I did loads of ollies and kickflips and stuff.
Oh wow.
That's
I mean,
what
you can
did.
get away with that now though, because you are at that level where like you can do amazingly. One of the first times I was down at the skate park and you arrived, and I literally was just watching you for like 10 minutes, like as your flow. And I don't know if there's like a skater name for that. I probably should have researched kind of terms.
No, that's right, yeah, it's just
Um,
slow and it's just
yeah,
nice
and like it's just crazy. Wow, it is great. This is going to be more directed to people watching from Exmouth. So the Exmouth skate park, you know how it's kind of half finished in terms of construction, and also because of the gates being put up. What are your kind of thoughts / views on it? Firstly, being shut, which it isn't really, but also on the completion of the skate park because it's only like half built.
Well, all the gates are down now, which is nice.
Yeah.
But then the skate park being half built, that really does annoy me because they've recently just had like a poll for people to decide what they want in Exmouth, and the skate park won, and the Exmouth Council decides they want another pub because they didn't get what they want,
Yeah,
which is really bad. But
yeah. I mean, we don't really know the full story, but apparently we did get the go ahead to finish the skate park. I'm not sure if loads of people complained about it or what, but they're no longer finishing the second half of the skate park, which is annoying. But
That is,
Yeah.
especially if
I
like
mean,
there
the
was a
skate
poll
park
and like
way.
you want it.
yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
did. Yeah, because
Sounds
I
like
remember
Skate park.
being at the skate park, and then I remember about 4 of my friends all at once. They were like, "Oh no way! I just got a notification saying that we've won it." And then a few weeks later,
They just
they
say
were like,
no.
"No."
yeah,
I've seen the plans for like the new skate park, and it does look really cool when it's fully built. Like,
Yeah,
and it
Yeah,
is
this-
such a shame that they won't.
it's gonna be awesome.
There's a really big bowl, and I think it's the left-hand corner, which would be good.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah, no, yeah, I've seen that. Where it
green
connects.
section as well.
I mean, at the moment, it's all right. Obviously, me being a beginner, I do enjoy that little flat section, just being able to go up and down it and just like practice some of the basics. But I mean, for the more advanced of you, you probably want that gone and kind of filled in with actual things for you to skate.
No, it's fun. Enjoy it.
Oh yeah, so what are you
everybody needs-
learning / trying to do now? Like what tricks? What are you trying to do?
So
900.
flat ground. I'm trying to just land tray flips and frontside kick flips. I'm not very good at flat,
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
it. But at the skate park, there's this thing called a hubber. It's basically just like a down ledge, I'm trying to do 50-50 onto that and then a kickflip out of it. So
This is just going over my head. I don't know what these means, but any skaters watching
I
this probably
understand.
do.
I understand. What,
Milo probably does as well. Oh, I'm such a beginner. What
Yeah,
about
but
you,
you-
Jed?
It
Well,
comes
right now,
naturally.
I think the thing with skating is you'll kind of learn loads of tricks in, say, a couple of weeks or a couple of months. And then you go through a stage where you just don't learn anything for ages. And then you'll see like a skater and you're like, oh, wow, he's got such good style, or he just looks so clean every time he lands his tricks. And then you'll kind of try to do what he does, or she does. And then you'll just progress loads. And then it's kind of like a pattern. So I think for me, I'm just learning like loads of little things, just things that just make you look better and just cleaner, just stylish. And
Okay,
so,
yeah. And in the future for you for skating, so after you've learned kind of these new tricks and stuff, where do you want to go in terms of skating? Kind of what do you want to do next?
okay, so of course I want to get sponsored, but I just want to have fun, just try learn more flat ground tricks, and yeah, that's about it. So get more people involved, especially like a couple of my friends. So yeah,
That'd be really cool if you're sponsored. I think that'd be really sick. Yeah. Is that the same with you, Jed, or different?
Similar but without the sponsored. I don't really plan on. Don't know. I just kind of more focused on having fun and just skating with a few of my mates and just having a good time rather than trying to get sponsored. But I think Lex, he can definitely get sponsored because he can do some.
Yeah. No,
tricks.
it's crazy. It is. Yeah, Tom, you go.
Can I jump in? Because with sponsorship, I don't know. Like, I obviously when I did parkour, I wanted to get sponsored. And then I sort of like Jed. I was like, do you know what? Yes, I want sponsored, but I also want to have fun and get my friends in with me. And then I went out one evening with my mates, and then I got a sponsorship offer, and they just come out of nowhere, and you won't know when you'll get one.
yeah,
So at the end of the day, I think my advice for if you want to get sponsored is just have fun, and they'll come to you. Don't go to them.
yeah.
Thing. But it is good to get your name out there by sending your name out there and by saying, "Look, I'm here," because sometimes that works, but that's sort of quite rare.
Yeah, Tom, you've undergone quite a lot of injuries though, haven't you, with your back and stuff?
That's why I sort of stopped with parkour. I teach it still, but getting back up there, just got my round off, fill in back out on.
I think I know what that is.
Back. Yeah, you do.
I think I know. Yeah.
And then, but then skating's helped because I've had really bad knee injuries, and then I hate squats, and I got told to do squats and like ankle stuff, but I hate it.
I think everyone
then
hates squats, to be honest.
Yeah, no, but I mean skating, it's because you're constantly on your like balls of your feet, and you're always like bending up and down, like because I skate bowl, and that's like constant, like
Yeah.
yeah. So that's helped a lot.
I've learned starting. You do go through like loads of different muscles. Kind of, I will literally go home and be like, I need to ice bath or something with my feet.
How's your shins?
No, they're not. Well, I mean, I haven't actually skated for a couple of weeks, but no, they're not. No.
Literally, my shins are so scarred. It's unbelievable. Like, there's from barbed wire, but also from getting smacked by a skateboard and other people's skateboards.
Yeah. Well, the amount of times I face planted, my face is also really.
Barbed wire.
I will just fall off. I'm guessing Tom's
called
climbed some
rolling.
fences. No, he's wondering about the barbed wire.
Barbed wire.
Oh, yeah. No, I cut my leg open doing a roof gap, and I caught my leg on barbed wire.
Oh,
It was
okay.
with
I think you've told us about that. I think you've
I
told
thought you were trying to like steal
Yeah,
something.
I was
from
with
somebody.
Ali.
Alright.
us.
Okay.
Just
Wow.
climbing over a fence and just trying to break into a shop. Sorry. Have I gone through all these kind of questions?
I've got a question.
Okay.
Onto like that. You two, what's like been your worst injury if you've had that?
I was gonna say that.
Wait, is this related to skating or just in general? Just
Both. So one of skating and then one in general.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Okay, so skating. I really haven't had much injuries, to be honest. I mean, I've fallen over and all that. I've hurt my knee loads of times, but I haven't broken anything skating, so it's not been too bad at all. But my worst injury out of skating is I broke my middle finger. Like, it completely snapped in half, and you can see the bone. This is a couple of years ago, but
Nice.
yeah. So,
Okay. Oh, you said you broke your middle finger. I found that funny, and then you were like, you snapped the bone, and I was like, oh, like
yeah, it came out.
how?
Fingernail was. So.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
How?
And what was that? Yeah. How did you get
Well,
that?
my brother and I, we love rugby, and we were playing rugby in the garage.
In the garage.
Bro.
Okay.
No.
No, I was just saying rugby in. Oh, sorry, garage. But yeah, rugby like in. I suppose it's quite small though, isn't it? Your garage is pretty small.
Yeah. It was
How do you play
literally-
rugby in it? Actually, it's not that small.
Well, it wasn't like a game, back and forth. It was just us tackling each other and
Oh, okay.
dropping each other, and I think you just.
Jed Lex.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Love the
That's
sound
grim.
effects.
Oh, fun that. Put a sound effect in editing. That'll be fun.
Maybe, I don't know. Jed, what about you?
Well, non-related to skating. Funnily enough, I was running around in my primary school, and I didn't think that it's real, but it is real. There was banana by a table.
No.
Oh, that is really funny.
I was sprinting around like the canteen and stuff, but I stepped to the banana and slipped back, and then by the corner.
Bench table.
Yeah, it was a table and hit the back of my head. And the whole back of my head just split open. There was a scar on the back of my head.
You talked about your skull splitting, but I'm still kind of laughing. I'm sorry.
About the banana, yeah. That is actually really funny.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, and I was like, "What just happened?" But one thing I do
My head
remember
just
was
got
looking down, and my obviously white shirt for school it was pink. So that was interesting.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think skating, nothing really too bad. Just maybe a few bad shinners, but that's pretty much it.
That fills me with confidence going into
Against
skating.
concrete, but that's it.
That does feel
I
good.
think
Josh, you're really like what's the word?
petite.
An Egypt,
That's
You'll-
so true. That's
You'll
so
just
true.
you'll do something like thinking, oh, this is gonna be sick, and then you realize you're not ready enough for it, and then you'll like die. And I know it's gonna happen one day.
Okay,
preparing
I'm
for the
fairly
next
sensible
podcast
though.
When it's
Nah.
me and Tom.
Times,
Josh did.
definitely.
Josh did.
I'm getting more sensible. I waited before I did. I can't remember what it was called. But in our skate park, there's that little thing. We call it the nipple. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just rolled off that, and I'd waited for a couple of weeks because I couldn't do it. I didn't trust myself, and I was like, I'm going to fall face first. But I managed to do it. I waited, so I'm happy about that.
You say gymnasts, right, should be good at it. Yeah, and
Mhm.
I agree with that. I'm surprised you weren't good at it straight away.
Oh, okay.
Listen. First day of me skating, I dropped in and I did a kickflip.
All right, okay. Oh well, hold up. Thing is, right,
No,
I've never have been on a board before, so like,
Just to point that out. No, me neither. I just went for it.
Yeah, but Tom, you're built different, Tom. Tom, you're different.
Yeah,
Tom, you're a ginger. Okay.
I think me personally, I was very similar to Josh. It took me a long time to get used to it,
Yeah.
but I feel like as soon as you just learn the basics of rolling in the ramps and kind of dropping in and stuff, that's when you really take off and get going. Just learn so many tricks. From there, it's a blast.
I agree with that. I think I was on the side of, for the first 2 months, I was like literally insane. I just kept on popping off. I was like, how am I doing this? And then now it's gone like, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can barely do stuff. I think my favourite thing is to do is like the most randomest thing. I just, instead of flipping out of the bowl, I just jump into a handstand because I think that's quite funny.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's sick.
Then I've been working on nose grabs because they're fun.
Yeah.
I want to be able to
Variations.
incorporate gymnastics into skating. I feel like it would be quite fun.
Yeah, actually, it's easier than you think because you need to think differently from other people, and then you'll start skating differently, and you'll create your own style.
That's quite interesting.
Great Steve.
Yeah, I feel like when you bail as well, bailing is when you come off your board, or say if you just
Jump off.
you fall off or something. I feel like with gymnastics and parkour and stuff, 'cause obviously you're rolling around. That's helped me out loads where I could have landed on my head and my neck would just be crossed. But I've just managed to roll out of it, and there's loads of people like, well, you're doing like rolls around the skate park, and
I think I saw that when you went round and you went up the ramp thing. It was literally like at the beginning as you were warming up, and like you landed and you came off and you just did a roll, stood back up like smooth, and then just picked up your board and went down again. And I was just like, that was so smooth. Yet it was like a bail, like it looked like it was part, like you were meant to do it.
Yeah, I think it's sort of. I think parkour has definitely helped me with my whole awareness and like bailing and stuff. Like I haven't hurt myself badly. It's just been shins, to be honest. And like, well, my shoulder. Apart from that, because I like rolled and then I went into a but I there are funny moments. I think there was because our skate park's quite busy. It's quite a good skate park. They're supposed to be putting flashlights in, hopefully. They were supposed to do that, but it was unfinished. Obviously, it's still unfinished.
Same as our one, yeah.
And I remember there's this flat ground bit. There's these insane skates like this Johnny and stuff.
You say that like we know who he is.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. And then I was teaching about 6 people how to do rolls because they were like, what? And then I just had a whole session, and then they're just all rolling about the skate park. So it's like chill.
That's cool. Oh, your teaching is in everything, isn't it? Really, you kind of got that load.
It's one of those skates things. I think everyone disses the community, but then if they've never been into the community, they won't understand it. Like that. It's like skating, parkour, and like all the urban arts. That is such a friendly community, but people see us as teenagers and people
from outside, everybody makes it taboo and everything. Yeah,
that's the thing. You could be from say Portsmouth and go to Exmouth, right? And you go to the skate park, and you just talk to anybody there. That's the thing.
Literally.
You can go on your own. You can go on your ones, and you will just talk to everyone. No matter how good they are.
If you're a beginner as well, everybody accepts.
No, I found that. Everyone's
I mean, I was telling people not to hold the skateboards by the trucks because I kept on getting triggered.
I haven't actually done that on accident, so I feel quite happy. My friends warned me. They said
trigger any skater.
Yeah, don't do that.
Hold it like that. I should have got my board up. I mean, it's basically got like a red fire pattern on the bottom. But it's pretty bastion. Did you lick it?
What?
Did you lick it?
He's like, I need my tea.
That was okay. Okay, so those are all the questions I had wrote down. Obviously, like there is just a lot you could talk about. Like skating is a massive kind of topic, isn't it?
Got one.
Okay.
Skating language.
Oh yeah, I need to learn this.
No. You just pick it up. You just pick it up at the end of the day.
Yeah, like you do it more when you're with your friends at the skate park or just skating around. You don't really realise it, which is weird. Like,
yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't know what to say. Like, I wouldn't know what to say. Like, as in skating language, but it just comes naturally.
Something you pick up, yeah.
Yeah.
I know basics of it. I'm not gonna show you my knowledge because it's very small.
I feel like there's also kind of there's different like loads of different sayings for stuff. Like I'll say, oh yeah, I'll just randomly like when I'm skating, do tic tac toe and just tic tac toe, and then someone will be like, what? I was like, I'm just tic tac. No, that's for something else. And then I was just like, what?
I think it's where you go as well. Different places have different. Like it's so weird. It is like you go London and everyone is like using really weird terminology, and you're there going, what?
Yeah. Milo, you've got an electric skateboard, don't you?
Yeah, down with the electric skateboard.
I want to have a go in it. I feel they were really fun because just like you can go.
Yeah, they're lazy. Like,
Up hills.
I'm not that guy that just has an electric skateboard and says he's a skateboarder. I'm a skateboarder, yeah. But I just have an electric skateboarder as well. Okay, just want to put that out there. 'Cause people get confused. They see
I'm
me
a
like
skater, dude.
skater.
With your electric skateboard. This is just a question for everyone. What do you think about posers?
What do you mean?
Thanks,
Like,
Josh. Thank you for this. I do love you, really. I'm not a poser. Go away.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying what do you think about posers?
in
Um,
what sense?
Well, I mean, Lex, do you understand what I mean?
yeah. So they're just people who go to skate park, dress up like skaters, has like a nice skateboard and shoes and stuff. Just stands there.
Doesn't do anything.
Skate park, not really doing anything.
No,
Yeah,
they
no,
roll around and try to do an ollie.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with like wearing, all the skate brands and having a really nice skateboard. But as long as you're trying it,
Yeah.
that's the main thing. Just
Yeah.
because I remember when I first started as well, I was really nervous of skating in front of people. I would just think, oh, they'll laugh at me because I can't roll down a ramp or something. And for some reason, I had this thing in my head where, because I'm not good at skating, I can't wear, the skate brand. And because obviously Lexi started a while before me, he was wearing obviously the Element and all stuff like that. And I was kind of wanted to wear those clothes. I felt like I wasn't allowed to, but that's just one thing that I thought.
I think you can also wear whatever, actually, in the sense of, if you go to the skate park, there's like, you can dress like a skater, but then you can also dress however you want. That I love.
Yeah, I feel like that's a common like misconception where people feel like they have to wear skate clothes to skate. I don't know why, but
I mean shoes. Shoes.
Apart from shoes, yeah.
It is strange though, because before, like, now I'm wearing like cargo chads and stuff like that. But before, well, this is only a couple of weeks ago actually. I was like wearing shorts and everything, and like just like random coloured like t-shirts and everything,
like Hawaiian t-shirts and like coloured.
And this is like just a couple of weeks ago,
That's
and it didn't make me feel like I was actually a skater, which is really bizarre.
Yeah,
but so it's just if you have like skating like clothes, then it kind of helps with your style. You kind of feel more steezy and stuff. So
I've got a little story time with Josh. So I was going to the skate park. I was going with my friend Joe, or was it Zach? I can't remember. Anyway, and we went into the co-op at like near my house, and we saw our English teacher there wearing full thrasher and everything. It was Mr. one of the English teachers wearing full thrasher. Yeah, Milo, you know him.
Okay, first of all, you do have to blow that out.
Yeah, no, I will.
Him
in full.
No way.
I think he does skate.
No, I learned like a week later. Apparently, he's actually really good. But it was really funny at the time because we were just like, "Why is our English teacher such a poser?" Because he was wearing like full thrasher and everything.
Oh my god, that's sick.
No, apparently he's actually really good. Apparently, he showed some videos of him in his English class. But I thought that was really fun.
I love him so much.
He was actually really nice.
I've been to class before, and he's got like Santa Cruz and Element and Thrasher or stickers a lot all over his classroom, and it's like, this is quite cool.
Yeah. Milo, you said you had some questions.
I think that's my first question, really. I don't think I ever knew what brands were specifically like skater boy ones. Could like you guys like tell me, just for the audience, what's the stereotypical like skater brands? Because I just wore my eBay stuff and skated. Yeah.
There's definitely Vans for shoes.
Oh yeah.
Skateboard wise, there's where you've got Element. Well, definitely Element. You got Flip. That's becoming very, very popular.
Yeah.
Baker's pretty popular, but I would say it's for more intermediate skaters. But it is very, very popular.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few pros have Baker.
Yeah. But
what about Santa Cruz?
Oh, I forgot about Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz is there's like loads of good skaters who ride for Santa Cruz, but then there's also a lot more who aren't the best at skating. and they go down to the skate park with their brand new Santa Cruz board and just don't do much. But.
Yeah, well, my friend recommended Santa Cruz to me, and so that's what I've got. But then I've learned that the board I've got, like, I know 5 people with the exact same board. It's quite funny.
So the board that you got, did you buy it as a complete?
Complete, yeah.
So
It was.
as you got the board, trucks, and wheels all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that's what all the beginners go for.
It's quite, it's very common. Well, my friend's getting it for
Yeah, but
Christmas as well.
Decent board to start with. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Oh,
over
no.
the time for me, I just chop and change for like what I'm doing, like certain trucks, certain wheels. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes if it's a wet and not a nice day, you know, crap deck, like
Yeah.
wheels that are worn down that I'm just like I don't really care much for, and like. But I think what a lot of people don't understand is I think if you go skating, and then it's sort of even just a moist day, clean your board, like.
Yeah.
Apparently, you shouldn't clean the actual kind of
Well, the grip tape.
Grip tape.
Or
Grip
the
Yeah. I
I
did that the hard
Do you-
way. Oh my god.
Oh, did you actually?
I rubbed my hand against it one time. It came off. It was not nice. It was. I
I've
literally
seen
got
people
like.
get it wet. They go,
Oh,
I'm
it
gonna
was
clean
so
it.
nice. Yeah, but I like try to spray it down or something, and then like dirt comes off. So I'm like, okay, I'll scrub it, and like I try
with
to
like
do,
a cloth or something. And it'll just
yeah,
comes
but
off.
then I like the cross doesn't work. I'll just use my hand. It's really my fault now.
You use
I think
your
about it.
hands. Wouldn't that hurt?
Oh yeah, it did in the
Yeah.
end. But at the time I was just like, get them dirt off.
I mean,
And I was just scrubbing my hand, and then at the end of it, I was like, wow, that's really red now.
yeah, no, I would
Oh,
imagine
the
it would
skin's
be.
kind of come off now.
Imagine having fresh grip tape and then doing that.
Oh.
The thing that annoys me the most is when someone wants to go on your skateboard, so you let them, and then they go on your skateboard with muddy shoes and wet
Yeah.
shoes. That
Ooh. Mm.
I hate my grip tape wet is the worst ever.
Yeah, mine's quite muddy. This is my own fault. I haven't given it to other people. But I just
I don't like people using my boards in general, actually.
do
I
not.
don't know how you guys can be so charitable to give yours. I'd be so conservative over
I
that.
don't know.
Milo, I wanted one of your boards when I got in, so I didn't have to spend 90 quid at one, but I didn't get around asking. It's pretty
I would
bad.
never let you ever
Oh,
any of my
I
boards.
think that's the
I would
thing.
not trust you.
I think I've had
I'm sorry,
several
but
people
no.
go, can I have one of your old boards? And I'm like, it's memories, and plus I like them.
I see
like,
that.
and because I'm saving them as well, because I'm moving to Bristol, I'm getting my own flat, and I want them on the wall in my studio in the flat.
Yeah.
That's what Milo had in his old room.
And I mean,
Oh.
Bristol's sick for skating as well,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
parkour. So I think I'm gonna
I'm
try
right
and
next to
fix
it,
my
so I
body.
might go there.
The good thing is we're all going to
Milo,
be
we'll
quite
meet
close
up
now.
every weekend.
Yeah.
Oh no, we feel left out. Vlog some of it, footage. All right, you don't have to. But that is quite good because obviously my brother's going to the same uni as Milo, so we're all going to be quite close. Which you guys might find bad because you'll be like, oh no, not that young little Josh. But no, I feel like for JMTS wise, the content that'll be good. Oh yeah, just doing a little plug-in. For those who are still watching up to this point, apologies for all of you. I started a Twitch, and now
I know it's really annoying.
just to keep
yeah,
it
I saw
under the
that.
same brand, I kept it as JMTS Live, just because everyone at my school knows that brand. I didn't want to start something different. So if you want to go follow me on there, that would be appreciated. Okay, plugging over. Marla, do you have any more questions?
I do. And it's not deep, it's just concentrated. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this goes for everyone, really. What is your favorite part of skating?
Part of skating.
What?
Favorite part?
Favorite
Favourite part of skating?
part. Mine's
I'm having a think.
okay. Fairs. Mine's all.
If you know it,
What
then
is
just say.
as in like what's your favorite like thing to do, or like what's your favorite
What's like, I don't know. Okay, I'll give you an example. So for me, I love the speed. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
just going down, and I don't really like. I'm a bit of a daredevil in the sense that I don't care for my own body, like, and it links into
Yeah.
dance because I'll fall over and I'll be like, I fell over.
Okay.
Oh, I
And
know
yeah,
that.
I just don't really care about my body. So, and to be that on that like dangerous side, you're like, whoa. And like even on the other day on my electric skateboard, when it can go to like 20 mile per hour, I was like, let's go full speed on this little like pavement right next to the road. I really shouldn't say this publicly because my mum might watch it, but
Say it
but I
anyway.
love that, and I just love the almost like a little bit of danger to it.
The daredevil kind of part of it.
Yeah.
I've
So
got
that's
mine.
yeah.
What, Tom? What is it?
Go on.
Mine's always deep, innit? Mine always has to be deep. But I
Go
think
on.
because of parkour, my injuries and stuff, like I didn't think skating would be I didn't think I'd take up skating because injuries. And then I started skating and I was like, it's same with music. It's like it was the same type of feeling, like sort of makes you feel free, doesn't it? And makes you sort of forgets what's going on outside of your life, and you just have that little bubble of skating. I think that's it's like it helps me with anxiety and like stuff.
I get that. Yeah, I see what you mean.
I get that as well.
Okay, let's go to me. I like my favourite part, which is a lot different to you guys. You've got a thrill seeker and quite deep. I just like just going up and down the ranks, but staying on, so like not falling off. So when you've got like a flow going, so when it's because like I've had that I think once where I managed to get a flow for a good 5 minutes without face planting, and so I really like that. Obviously, I am a beginner, but for me, I find that just really fun to be able to go up and down and up and down.
Yeah, cool.
It's just quite a nice kind of freeing feeling, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, mine would be more transition. So just like I like it, like higher speed and flow, of course. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think mine's very similar. Just getting lots of speed and just pumping around the skate park. I think that's one of the things that also looks impressive as well.
Yeah, really
it's not necessarily hard to do. Obviously, once you get better, it's not necessarily hard to do, but it's just fun, just whizzing around and just getting speed up and down these ramps. Getting a bit of speed wobbles as you about to fall off, and then you save it.
Oh yeah. Ooh. You're
I
talking my language right now.
I think what's the cool thing is whenever you go to a new skate park, you find the pump line of the whole, and then you learn where the pumps are and like the dips, and then you get that and you're like, okay, now I can start riding it and like putting tricks in.
Yeah, I feel like it's also a good thing for beginners to do, is just finding that kind of and down in our skate park in Exmouth, all the beginners, they all kind of go down the bank, then they go over the boom and out the quarter pipe, and then they'll kind of walk down the bank because it's got a bit of a drop. Excuse me. And then they'll kind of just go down the ramp, and then they'll just keep repeating the process of just going down the bank, over the boob and out the quarter, and that's what loads of them do it. So and then once they start doing that, then that kind of builds their confidence, and then they'll kind of go for different lines. But yeah, it's just finding that line you're comfortable with.
So another question. So this is kind of advice for me. Like starting, would you say to learn just how to kind of just be able to whiz around the skate park first and kind of stay on everything, or would you say to start learning the tricks, like going up something and doing like, I don't know, something like that? Would you say just to kind of get a flow going before I start learning kind of tricks, if you know what I mean?
That's actually quite hard because it's obviously more fun to like go with the flow and all that, but then it will be better for you like in the long run, obviously, if you're willing to stay for that long. I'd say, I don't know, it's hard actually.
I think first of all, definitely go to the skate park and just get used to standing on your board and going down the ramp, because that at first is really tricky, just standing on your board and getting used to the board kind of rolling away from you, and you trying to kind of go with it. But I think once you get comfortable with, I think maybe when you should probably start learning tricks is when you kind of learn to drop in and stuff. And once you can ride down all the ramps and drop in, that's when you can start learning the tricks. But I think what me and Lex were saying was we spent all of our time just trying to pump and get speed and just do like little tricks in the half pipe and stuff.
Yeah.
But if we kind of learn ollies and kickflips and that a lot sooner, well, I still haven't learned kickflips. I don't like flip tricks at all. That's one thing I cannot do. Flip tricks.
Weird. They're really weird to do.
Yeah.
Is that one where the board just spins around like a 360?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hill flips are fun.
Alex, I saw a video you did one. You were going on a wall, and then you did a kickflip off. I think that was one of your recents. That looked really cool. That was street, wasn't it? But obviously, yeah.
Placement.
Yeah. I feel like maybe one day I can get there, but I'll have to put a lot of effort in.
On that, I think there's both sides are good because in general, you know, if you just, I think one of the best things is getting used to boards and your specific board as well, because like I've got a long board, a fishtail, and then a classic, and they're all like really different on how they actually control and how they move and what you can actually do on them. And I think it's just hard though, because if you do go in immediately, start doing tricks, I guess you could. That is a good start, maybe an advancement in knowing your board a bit and not having to just. I know it's either way. It's whatever you're comfortable with, I think.
Yeah. I would definitely suggest now that if you like, try different boards out and then stick to a brand that you like and then just go with it for quite a while. Because then like you've got different concave and all that. So it just feels obviously you're more used to the type of board. So it's a lot easier.
I've sort of settled down with anti-hero. I quite like anti-hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what are the different types of boards then? And like what they're for?
I've recently found drawing boards. They're pretty good. They got like a medium-ish concave, not too like mellow and not too steep, which is quite nice.
And what does all this mean?
Like your board, like, like that,
It's
I think you can see it on mine. Can you see?
Yeah, you can see it well on that. If you, that's good.
Okay. And what's
so
the
contrast? So I think so the concave is say how steep.
Look at this.
And how steep your nose and tail is. So the more concave you have, the more
hate you.
Tail is, the more that you'll get.
Okay. I've seen some people. Well, obviously you know about penny boards, but I've seen some of those boards that like they seem like they're square at the top, and then they go into the board. I've seen quite a few people have those, but I don't know what they are. Are they just for like riding just down the pavement?
Are you talking about only one side?
I don't know.
It's like
but
that.
One side is square basically. There's part of it square.
Yeah, that's fishtail.
Fishtail. Yeah, what are they for?
Yeah.
They're just for like. They're probably cruising around town.
Yeah, just cruising.
Do they get more speed?
It's easy to do like tic-tacs and that's about it. They're not very good for tricks or anything really. Like just get a classic if you want.
What is a tic-tac?
It's literally you just go, or maybe just 360.
Oh, is that? I thought that was a
180
or something.
You know?
Is that the same?
I know. I call it tic-tac-toe. This is what I was saying. You know, it's different.
Oh yeah, no, different languages. Yeah. Wait, would you guys call that a kick turn?
Kick turn is where you do just a 180 with your body and your skateboard.
Yeah, but that's good.
I still call that tic-tac-toe.
Or you're just like saying, well, you're like don't leave the ground, and the tic-tac's just when you like you move your front truck just a bit.
Yeah.
It's like the easiest thing.
So I thought that was.
I think that's a good thing for beginners to practice, actually.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to practice.
It gets you in your board so easy.
Get some speed, and find a slope that gently declines, and then try it.
Actually, you say that every time I've like got a new board, I've actually done. I think I've subconsciously done like tic-tac-toes just to get with it, so I can do ollies and stuff.
I think it's something that you naturally do anyway. Like I got on a board, I just stand on it, and I just see what it feels like.
Can I do this? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
This is a question for everyone. So, someone you know personally, what's the worst injury you know someone has had from skating? Yeah.
Okay.
What personally?
Yeah, like someone you know.
That's easy.
Tom's always got a good story.
Ooh, what?
Oh, no, he just broke both of his arms and his collarbone.
Oh, just his arm.
Oh
and his
yeah,
collarbone.
just casually. Yeah,
Yeah.
just as you do.
Oh, it wasn't
Oh,
his
well.
fault though, and we can always blame the scooter kids.
Oh.
Oh no. It
Okay, so
wasn't, was it?
what are your
Why?
views on scooter kids then?
Well, they sometimes they can be alright. Depends if they're like nice and they can do a backflip, and that's alright. But if they're just like little kids that are on those like razor scooters, that does
Yeah.
annoy me a bit.
Yeah.
Wait,
I mean,
like,
but- go on. Yeah.
go on.
Oh, I feel like it is very easy to get annoyed with them. But I think most of my friends and pretty much everyone I know, they started on one of those little scooters, and to them, they don't really know much difference.
Yeah.
And I do know loads of people who's, like a little kid would come to Skatepark and they're like, "Oh, get out of the skate park! Oh, get away from here!"
Yeah.
And then they just want to ride up and down the ramps. If they're skating one part of the park, just go to another bit. But it can be quite frustrating when the parents let their, like their 2-year-olds, and it can barely walk, and they're on their little, they're kind of like
Push
running,
scooter.
like,
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they start getting off the scooter and start running around the
and
skate park.
sliding down the ramps on their butt and stuff, and that's
Yeah.
that's when it gets irritating.
Yeah, I'd say that's true. Yeah, like if they sort of take one part and then they I mean there are 2 scooter kids. They aren't really kids though. They've been doing it for years. And I rate scooter like riders that if they go and they actually train something, and you can see them physically trying to train something.
Yeah.
Like, at least they're trying to do something.
Yeah.
But then one of them is literally, he's like a ex-skateboarder, and he like transfers that to like grinds and stuff. It's like, for a scooter rider, I think he's alright. And like, he gets props by skaters because he's doing like these mad grind like transitions onto like, it was just yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a kid at Exeter Skate Park, something Coles, who's really good at
Jack Coles.
Jack Coles, yeah. He's really good, isn't he? Yeah, his mum substituted my teacher last week, and she was talking about his dreadlocks. It was quite funny. It was really random. And I didn't actually know who he was before that. Well, no, I mean I knew who he was. I couldn't link it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so someone I knew, going back to injuries from a while ago, I think when he was fairly new to it, he went down a hill and he fell off and he broke his spleen or did something to his spleen. He had to have his spleen removed. It just came off quite badly. And then when he went to hospital, he caught COVID in hospital, and so it wasn't great. It was a bit of an. It's a kid called Zach. It's the one you.
Zach.
That's a good turn. All right.
It's one you're helping with music too, Tom.
Oh, he asked for a beat, and I made him a beat.
Yeah. So, but he did something. I don't know what the phrase is when you break your spleen or burst.
That's it.
Burst your spleen. Yeah. Okay, so that's injuries. We've gone through so many questions,
Sorry, but I just want to interject. I think people that like on scooters above the age of 5 are scum of the earth.
Okay. Well, I mean,
sorry.
I'm a bit. I don't really know what to say to that. What about like professional scooter riders?
I don't really care. Either.
Oh, Willie.
Who?
Ryan Williams.
Who?
Who, Tom?
Scum.
Ryan Williams. Okay, actually, this annoys me. Tanner Fox, right? Tanner Fox's scooters and Ryan Williams' scooters. I always see kids riding around on them, and I'm just there going.
You know
What's wrong
with
with them? What's wrong with them?
When you're in Exmouth and you just see some kid put up his scooter with his hands and just do a 360 in the air and put it down. It's like,
I see that a lot.
You're not cool, mate. It's easy. What are you on about?
By someone doing. They say that they're practicing doing their tricks, and they stand on top of the ramps and they're kind of doing these bries, and they're just kind of flicking them around, and then they bring them back under their feet.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty cool." But I was riding my board past, and one hit me inside the head, which sucked.
Oh,
Egypt.
It's like
That's what they are.
a thing of just flicking your skateboard around.
Yeah, it's just like chucking your skateboard up in the air and trying to catch it. It's
Doesn't make
like,
sense.
Yeah, no, I
Got
get
no
that. I get
skill.
that.
No skill. Oh.
Okay, what are some of the worst rages you've personally had and seen other people have? I'll start with Jed Lex.
Oh, there was a look there.
Oh, yeah, no, I saw that. That was a little bit of a
prepared. This is good.
well, for me
expose
personally,
yourself.
I think I kind of gave you guys a hint earlier when I said what I'd do differently was kind of relax a bit, because I would take things very seriously, and as soon as I couldn't land a trick, you'd be throwing the board on the floor and why can't I do it, and screaming and shouting.
It's horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
But when you see other skaters do it as well, you think, well, why are you doing that? Just relax. But there is days where you're learning so many tricks, and then you come back next day, and you just feel rubbish. You know, you can't even ollie. You know, you're falling off at the most stupidest places. You're getting hurt from and when you're hurting as well, that's definitely when it gets quite frustrating and you get quite annoyed.
That's when it relates back to gymnastics and like urban sports.
True.
I remember there was this whole thing. I was just doing a Kong landing on a rail, like it was the descent. It wasn't that big. It was like 4 meters or something. And I was just like, no, to the gap. And then the climb was like 1.5. And I just kept at it. It was easy. It's what should be easy. And I did it the day before. And I kept at it. And I was like, I like keep on landing it and then like slipping off. And I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. So rages that you've had, Lex.
Thanks. I haven't had nearly as many rages as Jed.
Yeah. Let's quite calm.
Yeah, I do. I'm not too sure. I mainly get like really, really angry when I'm just trying this trick for ages, and then some like people who've done it aren't even at the skate park. They just walk straight through the middle of where you're going. And
I understand how you
when it's like starting to get dark, and then they're just wasting your time.
Exactly. You can just walk around it. Like it's not that hard, you know.
And also, go on, sorry.
Oh no, don't worry.
And also, like, again, when I'm trying to trick, and then this scooter kid's like, why can't you just do it? It doesn't look that hard.
oh my god.
I'm like,
That's annoying.
Brilliant. But,
Tom.
You get on a board.
Rages.
I've seen someone smash their board, like in half, on a railing.
That's a rage. That is
like purposely, like doing like that.
No, it just got really. I don't even think they meant to do it. They just got that annoyed. They were trying to land this grind, and they've been there for like ages. There was a board slide, like, no slide, really and then they almost did it, and then he got snaked out, and he fell off the board, and then he just picked up and just went, bah! And then he looks at it, and then afterwards it was funny. He just looked at his board and went, ah. He was like, no, I can't skate.
Yeah. What about you, Milo?
That would be the worst thing.
Milo, have you ever raged?
No, I've not. I've always tried to always keep calm and collective. Like even when I mess up the worst, the easiest trick, I'm always like, it's chill, just do it again. And even if I do it again wrong and keep on doing it again wrong, I'm always like, probably a bad day.
That's really good. Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
But
I like that.
But that's maybe because I'm not as passionate with skating as other things. Like for example, with dance, if I did something wrong, I'd beat myself up for ages. But because it I love skating, but it's not like my passion. I think that's the only thing.
Yeah.
Everything else, but that's it.
Yeah, for me, it's just practicing some of the very basic stuff, and I just kick my board. I'm like, this was literally only a week ago, and I just couldn't do a kick turn on a ramp thing, and it was because I put all my weight on my back foot apparently. But I just kicked my board, and I was like, because I got my board for my birthday, and I was like, what is going on? But it's all fine now. I'm not raging. I'm gonna try and be more like Milo, calm, collected.
That's definitely the way forward. Just don't take it seriously. Just
exactly.
When you're trying to just do some stuff.
Another one for me also is where you're just riding around. You're having like a good session, and then your back leg just gets caught on the wheel or something when you're pushing, and like either you miss your tail and you just do the splits. That's just.
I've done the splits. I did the
Oh
splits
no!
on, I was a 4 foot. I think it was only a 4 foot, and I went down, and I was doing.
I've not done that.
I was rocks fakie, like simple, and I step off the board, and my top foot back leg stays on the coping. My board slides down. I end up just doing this full like box splits.
Oh no!
Yeah,
I mean
that was me out. I pulled my quad, and then I couldn't skate for the rest of the day. So
yeah. Damn, for people who like don't do kind of gymnastics or parkour or whatever and aren't flexible at all, and that happens to them, that must be like extra painful. Because for me, I'm fairly flexible, so I wouldn't.
I'm not flexible at all. Well,
Yeah, you are. Oh my god.
well, I think when I was doing a lot more parkour and gymnastics, I stretched. Well, when I was younger, I stretched a lot, and like when I was doing diving, and I'm just like no.
And now you're really stiff, yeah. But oh no, if I ever see with some of my friends and that happens to them and their leg just goes like that and they're going to splits, I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, so when I was telling you about I recently learned that front flip from one board to the other, I was trying that on a box rather than like a fly out, and a fly out just like a quarter pipe to just like lots of flat ground. But I was trying it on a box which a box is basically like the quarter pipe, and you've got the flat bit, and then you've got the kind of like the landing where you try to jump over the flat bit. So I was trying to front flip up the box, put the other board on top of the box, and then go down the other side of the box. But this box wasn't very big. So it was kind of the I kind of saw it coming, but I hoped it wouldn't happen. I think I have a video of it. One leg, my back leg landed on the board, front leg went down the ramp, and I just.
Oh, if you've got that video, send that to me. I'll put it on the screen. Oh no, that must be really painful.
Which is quite nice.
That's basically like me falling off Bournemouth Pier.
Oh, that video.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so great though.
Huh?
Wait, what happened?
So
Send it to you. I'll send it to you guys.
No,
Yeah.
I've taken it off my Instagram.
Have you?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So 6 meters high. Well, 6.5, I think. Pier, and I decide to try to dive front over the railing, right, onto this sand. Now the sand, right, because it's hard sand because people decide to walk on this sand, and there's quad bikes that go around, right, on this sand. So it's compact. It's like grass.
You heard of.
And then I step on a pin. The pin goes into my foot. I stop, grab onto the rail, and at this point I'm already falling over the railing, and I'm going, great. I fall, land head first in slow motion. You just see my head just smack the floor. Then my whole upper body just like crunches, and you hear it. You hear the thump.
You hear it. It is awful.
My mate's like,
yeah, I really want to see this video.
Yeah, I feel like I got you to send it to me, Tom, because I was going to use it in the podcast.
I'm
my
pretty sure you've used it in a different podcast.
You have got it in a podcast.
You got it.
Yeah, I think it might be on my computer though. I'll have a look. And
I'm a tough cookie. I stood up straight away.
And then stood up right away.
I hope it's funny. And then
that looked really painful. Yeah, you literally couldn't see just the public in the background looking at you like, does this kid need an ambulance?
Yeah, that was another
You
thing.
nearly fell on a child.
It was on an air show. It was during the air show, right? And Bournemouth Beach is like it's just massive, and loads and loads of people go there, like thousands of people there for the air show, and so I don't know, like 2,000 people must have seen me do that.
That would have been embarrassing.
I've been on so many meme pages with that. It's so funny.
Yeah, we got an email from Fail Army asking for the video, but you said no for some reason. And I checked out, it was it was Fail Army. And you said no. And I was like, why?
Because I can't use the video in anything.
I mean,
Really
you could have.
it was scammers, not gonna lie.
It wasn't scammers. I'd emailed the official website saying, is this account used? And they said it was. You know, I'm professional like that. I did my research into
Right.
But yeah.
My tea.
You can have your tea. So let me just do a little bit of an outro. So Jed Lex, has Milo gone? No, he's there. Thank you for joining for the podcast. I'll message you guys just afterwards about kind of bits and bobs to do afterwards, including thumbnails and whatnot. So yeah, thank you for coming on. For all of you who are still watching, we always need to say this near the beginning, but if you want to subscribe to our channel, that would be awesome. And same with liking the video, just to show if you liked it or not. So thank you guys for watching, and we've been JMTS.
Bye.